Good morning, culés. It is time to wake up and Barca. Live Barcelona news coming at you from right here on the Undefeated channel. Welcome, culés from around the world. In today's episode, we'll be discussing a post-match from Intercity. I keep wanting to say Inter Miami. Intercity versus Barcelona. Barca squeaking out a 4-3 victory in extra time, no less. So we'll be discussing the good, the bad, and the Barca from that match. And then we'll be getting into a little pre-game. We'll do lineups. We'll do predictions for Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid. That's coming up this Sunday. We, of course, will be doing a live watch-along for that. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you can be part of the conversation here today. Turn on notifications so you know when we're live in the future. We go live for Wake Up in Barca every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then we're here for all the Barcelona matches, excuse me, doing live commentary, connecting with our culés as we support the Blaugrana. Support the badge, support each other. That's what we do here on the channel. Again, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Drop a like as we get things going, and let's kick things off the right way, my friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the undefeated Mustache John.
All right, as always these days, forgot to go live on TikTok. So give me 1 second. Thankfully, just about everything is set up for that. So let me just zip that right over here. Okay, all right, and we are now also live on TikTok. Welcome, everybody. If you want the full experience, swipe over to the link in my profile. You'll get all the glitz and glamour over on the YouTube channel, which is where you all are watching from. And I appreciate you very much. Glad to have you here. I'm going to turn to the chat. I'm going to say my hellos to the Stash Squad, and then we're going to do a little, excuse me, I got to stir this up still a little bit. Switched over to Mud Water. Again, not a sponsor. I've talked about it here before. Anyway, so start my day not with too much caffeine, just enough in there. Anyway, I want to check in with the Stash Squad, see how everybody's doing. Then we'll get into the good, the bad, and the Barca. Then we'll mess up and play our intro again. Damn it! Reset the counter. I was going strong there, not having streamed for the World Cup. Anyway, folks. Good morning to you all. Let's see who we got in here. Scrolling through, we got Fabrice. Hello, my friend. Harry's in the house. The Hat Kid, of course. Maxime, hello. Saint is with us. We got a lot of the regulars. Winston, good morning. Looks like we got a good Stash Squad contingent here, and the conversation has been going. Getting a little bit of a late start. I'm rolling my way back into these early streams. We'll get back in full force here eventually. Let me jump over and go Barcelona results. We're going to start off here taking a look at Barcelona's match against Intercity. Like I said, we had goals from Araujo, Dembele, Rafinha, and then Ansu Fati getting us the winner in extra time. But we did give up a hat trick to Oriol Puig over on Intercity. A dream, a delight, I'm sure, for anyone of that status, of that stature, to be scoring a hat trick against the Blaugrana. I'm sure he's very excited. Flash Mankind, good to see you in here, brother. Ayo, hello, and welcome. As we scroll down, take a look at the stats here. 29 shots for Barcelona, 10 on target. Should have been able to finish better. We'll talk a little bit more about that later on, but the finishing for Barcelona has not been great. We need to improve. 77% possession, almost 1,000 passes, 959, 88% accuracy, 10 fouls. Too much against a side of this quality. Only 1 yellow card, 11 corners for Barcelona. We dominated this match, but every time Intercity got down in front of goal, every time they had a free kick, a set piece, Barcelona looked to be in danger, and a couple times on a counterattack. This one had me nervous. It was Barcelona up 1, and then Intercity tied it, and then 2-1, and then Intercity tied it, and then 3-1, and then Intercity tied it. Finally, 4-3 was enough. This one didn't need to be this close, folks. Did not need to be this close, all right? I want to get into some more detail, but we're going to do that by going over the good, the bad, and the Barca from Intercity 3, Barcelona 4, Copa del Rey. Barcelona moving on. That's the first good thing, okay? Barcelona get to move on. Very happy about that. But here's the thing, folks. There was some bad to talk about as well. We're going to get to that. But first, the good, of course. Of course. Let's start with Pablo Torre, who got the start, all right, had significant playing time, was taking the corners for Barcelona, and even got an assist to Araujo, who was back for Barcelona after significant time off due to injury. Araujo goes to the World Cup. Barcelona fans crossing their fingers like, please, Uruguay, don't use him and send him back broken, please. Wasn't the case. Araujo did not play at the World Cup, comes back, finishes his recovery, played in this game, didn't play the full stretch. I think he got, 45 minutes, 60 minutes, something like that. But Araujo does get the goal. For the return and the goal, Araujo gets the good box. Again, shout out to Pablo Torre. Almost snuck in there. Assisted Araujo on the goal, but I want to pay a shout out to Araujo for coming back from injury. Talk about what was bad about the match, because there was a few things. First of all, Araujo and Koundé, the center back pairing. You guys looked like you had not played together in months, which is the case, so I get it. I understand. I forgive you. I'm actually not even upset about it. I totally forgive you. At the same time, we could not clear these aerial attacks. The crosses in from free kicks, from set pieces. We looked sluggish. We looked out of place. We looked like we were a back line that didn't have a whole lot of chemistry. Okay, and again, I know Koundé was returning from injury. Araujo returning from injury. I get it. Okay. Continuing on with the defense, Alonso off the bench was bad. This was probably Alonso's worst match for Barcelona. Within just a couple minutes of coming on, slips, gives up an opportunity for Intercity there. Just not a good look for Alonso. The only reason why he didn't get the bad box is because that belongs to Inaki Peña. I hate to do it to you, Inaki, but recently promoted to first team, getting the headlines, getting the start in the Copa del Rey, and you were garbage, my friend. Garbage. Hot. Trash. I don't mean it. TikTok, don't ban me for bullying. Don't ban me for bullying, TikTok, okay? I love you, Inaki Peña, with all my heart, but this was a poor performance. You got to do better, my friend. Giving up 3 goals, come on. Some of those should have been saved. Again, if we look at the stats, 6 shots, 3 goals. That's not good. Not good enough by any means, Inaki Peña. So for those reasons, Inaki Peña, you got to get in the box. Okay. Shake that off. Let's talk about what was Barca about this match. Let's turn to a more positive note. What was Barca about this match? I wasn't going to do it, but I am doing it. It's my man Dembele. Okay? I know I've been kind of hot and cold back and forth on Dembele, as have been his performances. This one, even within the, 90 plus minutes that he played? I forget when he came off. Created opportunities, scored a nice golazo, chipping the keeper, run in behind. I'm actually really enjoying Dembele on the left-hand side. We'll talk a little bit more about that when we get to a starting 11 for Barcelona Atletico Madrid. But I'm liking what I'm seeing from Dembele. Just need that consistency. We need him to show up time and time again. We need him to get back to the assists. You don't have to be a world breaker, Dembele. You don't have to score all the goals. I need you to get the assists, my man. That's what we're looking for. So part of this is encouragement. Part of this is recognition. Dembele getting the Barca box, which means the mustache man of the match is going to none other than Rafinha. Coming off the bench, getting a goal, getting the match-winning assist to Ansu Fati, a nice spark as Barcelona needed to continue to score goals because we kept conceding as well. So Rafinha influences the 3rd and the 4th goal for Barcelona, again coming off the bench, still gets himself the mustache man of the match. Will he start versus Atletico Madrid? That's a big question that we'll be getting to next. But first, I want to get your thoughts. I want to get your opinions on the good, the bad, and the Barca. What did I get right? What did I get wrong? What would you change for your decisions? The good, the bad, the Barca. Let me know. I'm going to turn to the chat, get your thoughts. If you're watching on replay, let me know down in the comments what would be your good, bad, Barca mustache man of the match, and we'll keep the conversation going, my friends. That's where I'll turn to the chat. Let's see what we got. Hat Kid says Dembele can be the best in his position in the world just if he takes better decisions and better finishing. Amen to that. Maxime says, John, you and me are surely not from the same planet because we don't see the same thing. Okay, tell me more. What did I get wrong in your opinion? I see some conversation going on around Inaki Peña there. Matinho says Dembele, Fati, Rafinha against Atleti for sure. I would like to see that. I would like to see Dembele, Fati, Rafinha. We'll talk. We'll talk about it. That's coming up next. I'm seeing folks saying they're not understanding the decision around Dembele. Was the goal not enough? Was his efforts not enough? I know that he needs to improve on his decision making and his finishing. I have given Dembele more stick than most Barca fans, I would say. But if you perform well in a match and you get a goal, that's what we're looking for, folks. That's exactly what we're looking for. Harry says, I agree with everything except the Barca box. Dembele was inconsistent and just didn't play well. The goal hides his bad performance a bit. Flunked 3 to 4 chances. I think we're using different measuring sticks. I'm okay with players missing opportunities, missing chances, but getting the one that they needed. I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with the lack of effort, the lack of intensity, the lack of commitment that we've seen at times. That's what I'm not okay with. That's when I get off the bus. But if you're showing up, if you're trying, if you're putting in your best effort, if you're representing the badge well, you can make mistakes. You can miss opportunities. That's fine. It's part of football, folks. Nobody's going to bury 100% of their chances. Nobody's going to make the right decision every time. Consistency over time. That's what we're looking for. I still reward Dembele. I stand by my decision as I pick the hair out of my mud water. Winston, what's up, brother? Says, Araujo played well. Rafinha has great potential. Nice to see him get a goal and an assist. Amen to that. Alejandro says that's typical Dembele, though. He does what he does most of the games. He has the ball and creating chances. Hat Kid says, what do you think about the Memphis situation? He looked unhappy, but maybe Xavi told him that this match was a chance to get more minutes. Memphis should get more minutes. I actually think Memphis, again, we're going to talk about this when we get into the starting 11 for Atletico Madrid match, but I want to see Memphis get more playing time. I think he offers us something different. He can create opportunities on his own. He is a goal scorer, okay? He consistently finds the back of the net. That's what I appreciate about Memphis. He doesn't necessarily need the tiki-taka, but he's not counter to that idea. He doesn't disrupt the tiki-taka like others have in the past when they come on and they're more of that one-man show. All right, so Memphis, I think, stays. I appreciate what he brings. And again, we'll talk about him maybe potentially getting some playing time as we go into the starting 11 for Atletico Madrid. But first, before we do any of that, before we get into the lineup, let's do a little preview, take a look at where we are with things. Of course, Barcelona visiting Atletico Madrid this coming Sunday, 3 p.m. That's Eastern time. Convert that for place. We've above them because of the goal differential. So like I said, cushion is gone. Gotta come up big again. Fight. This is going to be your time zone. Shared here. Atletico Madrid have won against the Catalans in the competition without conceding. Hasn't happened since the 70s. Let's end the draw and one win streak, my friends. Please and thank you. My goodness. Number 3 here. Following their defense against Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid in the same La Liga season, any of the previous 4, earning 3 victories, consecutive La Liga games for the first time with Atletico Madrid after nagging against Cadiz, Espanyol, and Elche. Comes back, continuing to carry that on in first place, Atletico Madrid in 4th. And who's going to do it? Let's talk starting 11 here as I pull up what we need. First and foremost, let's go over who's unavailable, which is Lewandowski and Jordi Alba pre-match ban. Jordi Alba, don't need to be upset about it. It's totally fine. They're up, and we are moving back to the trusty Ter Stegen between the posts. Again, Inaki Peña recently promoted to whelming performance against. So we're going to move on from that. Ter Stegen back between the posts. In front of him, we're going to see Balde really coming into his own. Dribble through the lines, create havoc on that left wing. Loving it. And I think Atletico Madrid are going to struggle handling Balde. So he's going to get this. Koundé returns to his right needed work. Vincent and Araujo. I know we got options with Eric Garcia a bit, particularly in these big matches. Marcus Alonso was being less than for this match. We're going Christensen as the center back pairing. That's going to give us strength. That's going to give us size. That's passing in the center backs. Moving forward to the midfield, I'm going Busquets. Surprised me a bit against Espanyol, going with Frankie in the pivot with Pedri and Gavi playing that pivot role. I think Pedri in front of him, Pablo Torre will be available as well. I don't think Kessie gets some more time. I think he's clever on the ball. I think he creates a bit of chaos through the midfield line. And I think we saw that against Intercity. He has the Busquets starting three in the midfield. Right side, we got to keep up that performance that he had against Intercity. We want to carry on that with that momentum. A goal and an assist to win the match. I think that earns him the start. We might learn, folks. We bench, okay? But until that is solidified, until we definitely the start against Atletico. Pablo Torre, Memphis. Or, excuse me, I said Pablo Torre. I meant Ferran Torres, Memphis. There are our options there. I'm going Ferran Torres. I'm going on this left-hand side with second half, Dembele, Ansu Fati, and Rafinha. It was a dangerous trio. Rafinha, bench. We'll have Dembele. We'll have Memphis. We'll have Gavi. We'll have Pablo Torre, maybe. We'll see. But I think Xavi, he tends to lean on Ferran Torres. And I think he does it again here today. Again, like I said, my preferred front three would be Dembele. Yeah, this is actually a better balance. I'm off. Getting a draw away from home, goals from Ansu Fati, and a goal from Frankie de Jong. I do the right screen there. Goal from Ansu Fati, goal from Frankie de Jong. But that's what my mind was. Ansu Fati, Atletico Madrid. Folks, that's what we're thinking. Barcelona's potential. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Keep it in Mustache John YouTube channel. We get all you drop a like, show your love and support. With that out of the way, folks, I think there's a couple things on here. Apparently, we are still looking quite for Gavi and Frankie to continue to develop and push their skill set a bit. Either way, I don't think that Barcelona's fourth kit apparently has 2019 significantly better. Had some kind of diagonal stripes going on with a kind of shredded or tear look. This is just unimaginative. Boring. Logo looks at the bottom. Imaginative, uncreative. This one's going to be a pass for me, folks. I'm going to give this a 3 out of 10 and a thumbs down. Pass. Not going to buy this one. What else we got? What else? What is that? I don't remember. Okay. All right. There we go. I was like, I don't remember that at all. Anyway, Shad Rahman. Breaking news, Mateo Lajos will retire from being a referee at the end of the season. My goodness, can't come soon enough. Way to read the room, Lajos. Get out of here. Hang him up. Get out of the spotlight, my friend. My goodness. Anyway. My friends, that's going to do it for today. Couple more seconds to get your predictions in if you haven't done so already. Column says 3-2 to Barca. Harry says we're looking at Ndika and apparently I take him on a free. Okay. Grimmish says hello from Poland. 4-3 is a bad sign. Agreed. Defense has to improve. Must improve. Probably going to be yellow, but we'll see. Column says, I'll give this a 3 out of 10. It's same. Not buying this one. Grimash says 2-0 to Barcelona. Winston says 2-1 to Barca, with Pedri and Ansu getting the goals. Harry says 2-1 Barca. Can see a tight game. I feel that way too. I feel like it's going to be a tight match. It's going to be hard fought. But you know what? I think Barca can take care of business. I do. I really do. Make sure you turn on notifications. Well, make sure you subscribed, first of all. Then make sure you turn on notifications so you know when we're live, which will be Sunday. For the match against Atletico Madrid, we'll be going live before kickoff, going over the lineup that has been released. We'll reiterate our predictions. We'll get the energy up. We'll get some positivity going. Support the badge. Support each other. That's what we do here on the Undefeated channel. I'm going to get out of here. I hope you enjoy your weekend. I hope you have lots of positive interactions, high fives, and hugs for whoever wants them. I love you all very much, and I'll see you next time right here on the Undefeated channel. Thank you so much for tuning in and taking a ride.